And welcome back to Man Cave Arcade. We're playing Kingdom Hearts Poo.
Wait, equip the champion belt.
You have any magic yet?
Nope.
Okay, if another cutscene doesn't happen, then...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, actually, let me explain what's happening. So, we have to do homework.
Nice.
Because this is a game.
Independent study.
But what we're going to do is we're going to write a report on all the crazy things that happen in Twilight Town.
Huh.
And I think I have to go to the train station. And basically we just have to do all the like research, like finding all the 7 wonders of Twilight Town, finding them all, and then we're not actually going to write a report or do homework. We're just investigating, like detective work.
The controller like turns into a notepad, and you have to guide it with the joystick.
Pence is like the stereotypical like nerdy like
Slide.
Yeah, Bentley. cool nerdy guy.
You twerps aren't gonna scoop us.
Oh, for God's sake!
With just the word twerp.
There's so much weird stuff in this game. It's like emotional anime-y cutscenes mixed in with like Ben 10. Oh, you twerps!
Yeah.
Shut up, you dingus! You're such a bonehead. and then everyone's got like spiky hair and big eyes and stuff. But then they've got like giant goofy hands and feet, and there's Donald and Goofy hanging around.
Okay, say the thing that you were saying at the end of the episode.
Yes. Okay. So the cutscene that we saw with the schoolgirls going around the beach and stuff. That was so unbelievably anime in every way.
Yeah, well, they're in uniform. One is even.
And then
one trope.
But like even, I mean, do you remember that part of the cutscene where like half of her face was cut off and it was just a mouth, and then like her friend was in the background talking?
You mean just like cinematically?
Like it's like it's shot just like an anime, but like. You keep like I can imagine it in my head with like 2D anime graphic instead of like.
Well, the manga is actually like this is so conducive to a manga.
Right.
Like the mangas are really good.
Right. Right.
Even they're like a little wittier, and because they have obviously like the gameplay segments instead are story, right? So they like put in a little bit more banter and like cool fight scenes and stuff like that.
And like
pretty sweet.
And like the thing is, there are so many moments in this game, so even just so far, that have been like that, so anime-y, but then it's also, well, we're still like in Disney World-y, and we've still got like fantasy world stuff, like Twilight Town, and like the way people dress, and it's like anime stuff for like teens in high school, and then well, okay, no, like it's like a weird amalgamation of like themes, because
right.
This game is meant to be played by little kids, but then like
I actually wouldn't. I'd say it's for teens.
I don't know. I say the thing is, I know that a lot of little kids could play this game and enjoy it, even though like
but have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of depth to some of the.
I think a lot of kids would find it boring at the start. But
yeah, I did. I remember hating the tutorial.
If you were like, most kids like at that age don't even have many other games to play, so they'll get past that eventually. But God, it's like okay.
Ouch.
You've got like the like, you know that the kind of high school anime thing is It's like marketed to young teens and preteens.
Right.
And then like, but this game overall and the Disney element is like for little kids. So it's like, and like overall, I think this is for more of a sort of little kids game, in my opinion. But well, you play it as a little kid and then you grow up and understand it more, or like you play it in that weird stage in between.
Yeah. I would say this game is far more enjoyable being able to understand it.
Yeah.
If you're not one of those people who's like, oh, it's for kids. Because anyone who looks at anything Disney, who is that person.
Yeah.
Like
that guy.
And I'm not even, like, exaggerating. Like, that person exists. Who's just like, oh, Disney.
It's Disney.
It's for kids. Even though it's awesome. Like, I unashamedly love everything Disney. Even like the stuff that's like Oh, that's for girls. It's the same guy, by the way, who's saying this. Most often, like Sleeping Beauties. I love Sleeping Beauty. I have a Maleficent T-shirt, which has like Maleficent in her dragon form, and it's an awesome T-shirt. It's like one of my favorite shirts, actually. But like, yeah, I'm just getting all the chests, by the way, because I know where they are.
But like, go on.
Yeah, so it's like, but people are like, oh, Disney's for kids. It's like, well, it's not. It's light. That doesn't necessarily mean it's for kids. Like, a lack of vulgarity, blood, swearing, all that stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's for kids. It just means it's appropriate for kids. I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, having adult content makes something adult, but lacking adult content doesn't make something childish.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's often done, you know? Like, people are like, oh, there's no swearing, how childish, and like stuff like that, you know? Like,
and the weird thing for me is that like I barely know anything about the Kingdom Hearts series or have played any of the games.
yeah.
And just watching this and just examining like each detail and like all the different themes that there are, it's the strangest thing, because it is just it's a mashup of like so many different like types and genres of like of a story-driven
Media.
game. Yeah, of media in general, and it's created something really unique and strange. And you'd think the logical scenario would be like, oh, these themes clash and they don't really fit each other.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
But like,
They
this
blend.
is somehow I for some reason I like this.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's created like this own this like
Own genre.
overarching universal thing that like everyone who just enjoys fantasy and like emotional stories can enjoy.
Right. Like any of the things that amalgamate what Kingdom Hearts is. If someone appreciates one of those individual things, they can come into this and appreciate the other things as well.
Yeah.
So, like, say if they like anime and they play it, they're like, oh, this is cool, it reminds me of anime. Say they like fantasy and they come and they play it, like, oh, this reminds me of fantasy.
Yeah.
Say they like Disney and they come and play it, it's like, oh man, this has like Disney spirit to it, of like emotion and characters.
Yeah. I mean, obviously this game isn't for literally everyone, but it's managed to like cater to like the greater genre that all of these smaller genres all have in common.
Right.
If you kind of get what I'm saying.
So, by the way, all these weird things that are happening are like the wonders of Twilight Town and like the mysteries, and we're investigating them by interacting with them.
I just want to say that the unique style thing that I just talked about also ties in with the whole, their clothes are like a weird mix of punk sport, punk skater sports clothing and like fantasy,
like, or even like high fashion. Like,
yeah,
stuff you wouldn't wear on the street.
It all
you see on a catwalk.
It's just it all just works together somehow in a really weird and unique way.
And I would also say, I would think it's probably really easy for it to not work.
Yeah, like you
would expect it not to work.
Yeah, exactly. This kind of like mashup of ideas would so not work like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But somehow
so,
this
like,
game is like
credit for making it work. Like,
somehow I don't hate this game for being what I would traditionally consider kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
It's awesome.
It's so peculiar.
This is kind of what I was hoping for when I was like, I'll play and you just experience it. Like,
and that's another thing with like, oh yeah, I think this is stupid. Some of the individual themes, like on their own, without clashing with other things, I would kind of consider to be dumb or cliche. Like the whole "this is so anime" thing, you know, with the way they're all shot and like.
And even later on, there's like Dragon Ball Z style, like changing forms and like what, like is awesome.
Yeah.
But again, it's not.
I think that's
not overdone. I think also none of the themes are at like the farthest end of the spectrum on whatever they are.
Yeah.
As in, like, they're all very mildly whatever they are.
I think when they put those like cliche themes in, there was a sense of self-awareness when they were doing that.
Yeah. Well, I think they had to approach it with that way because I think they knew from the start it's not going to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Because like your main companions are
Goofy and Donald.
yeah, and in the actual original. Oh, I should tell this story. So
Go on.
how Kingdom Hearts came to be
Yes.
was at the time. I don't know exactly all the specific details, but these are the conditions. Basically, at the time, Disney and Square, probably Squaresoft at the time, were sharing a building. Like some of the floors were Disney and some of the floors were Square. And this guy the guy who had the concept for Kingdom Hearts was getting in the elevator. He had talked to like one of his supervisors, and he was like, "Hey, I've got this idea for like a crossover between Disney and Final Fantasy, and you play as Mickey, and you go through all these different worlds as Mickey, solving problems, getting to know the characters, and there's like also this overarching story." And that's like and he's like, yeah, whatever, sure, maybe. And so the guy then gets in the elevator, and he then bumps into the like head of the Disney offices, and he's like in the elevator, he's like, I got this idea. and so that's how it started, and that then it came to be. It was like, yeah, sounds great, and because Disney are much more open to that sort of thing, I would think.
Yeah.
That last wonder wasn't exactly wonderful.
But
I understand. Say no more.
so like, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like,
This one's gonna be really great.
Disney were pushing for Donald to be the character you played as.
Yeah. I remember hearing that.
And the designer was like, no, I want it to be Mickey. And so instead they made a new character, and they made original characters, and that was Sora. And the really cool thing, if you look at Sora, and maybe I'll throw a couple images up so you can see this.
Yeah.
Sora's original design exactly matches Mickey's clothing design.
Yeah. Yeah.
His shoes are yellow, his shorts are red, and he's got like the black and white thing going on too with his jacket, and it's like, whoa, this is Mickey. So yeah, it's really cool. I think the last one.
If I'm honest, I like Roxas's design better.
Oh, I know. He's so cool.
Because, like, the giant feet is one thing, but giant feet with Mickey shoes on a human is just like, ah!
Yeah.
You know?
Though, okay, I don't like Sora's design in 1, but in 2, Sora's outfit is super cool. It's like black, like straps and...
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
They improved on it.
Yeah. And it's funny when you start playing as Sora, because he's grown, but he's not changed his clothes. He's like lanky, like the clothes don't fit right.
Yeah,
they actually made him
just a bit too small.
They actually made a model for his clothes not fitting right. Like
Nice.
his shorts go like halfway down his thigh. Like it's like really bad. It's so funny. So they're gonna stake out for the ghost train,
The ghost train.
and of course Roxas
The
sees it.
spooky, scary skeleton
Roxas sees it, but no one else does. He's like, "There it is!" And they're all like,
train. Like,
"What?"
What?
Oh yeah, we're going to the mansion. The mansion is the final wonder, I think.
Oh god. I'm coming to this insane realization.
No, I want the skateboard.
Give me some... But, Oh.
By the way,
What?
I'm flying.
Wow! Helicopter time! Woo! Okay, alright. Please grind. Grinding is fun. Okay, I'm coming to this realization.
This game just turns into like, oh my gosh, my brain. Oh my gosh, my brain. Beat and gum.
Yeah, Jet Set
What's
Radio,
it called?
Jet Set
Okay,
Radio.
thank you, Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio!
Oh man.
Gum is best grill. But
Okay.
you cannot deny.
After whatever you say, we need to tell the story of when we first were like, Man Cave Arcade needs to happen. Okay? So you tell me whatever you were gonna say.
It is the most suspicious place.
Is this cutscene important, or should I like...
Sorta. Let's just let's feel it out.
Cypher's gang was gonna help.
So they're saying we were gonna search the mansion tomorrow instead of today.
Right.
And like Hayner asked Cypher.
So
Wait,
what-
Cypher has a gang as well? Because I just heard them say Cypher's gang.
Yeah. Cypher, Rye, and what's her name? Can't remember the girl's name. And V are Cypher's gang, and then this is Hayner's gang.
Also, when you said Cypher, like before we saw Cypher, I thought that he was like code Cypher, like
CIPHER.
Yeah. I thought it was spelled like that.
Gravity Falls style.
Yeah, but it's like it's like Cypher. It's like German.
Cypher.
It's like
it is sort of German, isn't it?
European in some way.
Yeah.
But okay. Oh, this is supposed to be atmospheric, right?
Yeah. Give it a minute. So what just happened is Roxas looked in the myth of the mansion is that if they look, there's a girl in the window, and it's Namine, of course. But Roxas looked in the window and saw Namine.
This is me?
Wow, the attention to
here too.
You are best friends.
Very funny.
Don't you want to know the truth about who you really are?
Guess that makes sense.
No one knows me better than me.
Of course.
But I don't get what's been happening lately.
You know these three, don't you?
Yeah. Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They're from the dreams.
I actually think the voice actors do a great
About a year
job in this
ago.
game.
Some things happened, and I had to take apart the memories chained together in Sora's heart. But now, I'm putting them all back exactly the way they were.
Chain of memories.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what he's referring to.
Right. But pretty soon, Sora will be his old self again. The process has been affecting you too, Roxas.
You mean the dreams?
The dreams.
Yes. You and Sora are connected.
So Namine isn't supposed to
In
be
order
telling
for
him all
Sora
this.
to become completely
Right.
whole again, he needs you.
Me? What for?
You hold half of what he is.
Oh,
He
I
needs you,
remember
Roxas.
something about this.
Namine?
Wow.
Namine. Who are you?
You're right, I can really easily
Power over Sora's memories
imagine
and those
this
around him.
in 2D with like different lighting,
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Diz calls
slightly
me.
less fluid, slightly less frames in the animation,
I don't know why
Yeah.
I have this power. I
less
just
tweens.
do. I'm not even sure there's a right way for me to use it.
I can't help you there. It's funny. Suddenly, I feel like I don't know myself at all. I guess I would like to know. What do you know about me that I don't?
You were never supposed to exist, Roxas.
Oh, that can be really taken the wrong way.
What?
Yeah, he's like, what?
How could you even say such a thing,
Yeah, exactly.
even if it were true?
I'm sorry. I guess some things really are better left unsaid.
Transition from widescreen.
Roxas! Roxas!
He's just kind of drooling. His eyes are unfocused.
No, Pence just like waited a while to let him do his thing. Like Rox is like, duh. For
He's
like,
just staring at him the whole
Yeah.
time.
Pence was like, maybe I should leave him. For a bit.
Should I like get some food or
He like messed around with him, like
drew a mustache?
yeah. Put a hat on. Or like Pence went and got changed, came back wearing something else. Like Rox is like, wait, what?
It's like,
Do you like do a wardrobe
this
change?
is a part of your memory.
Magic fingers.
in case you didn't get that like visual thing, we were like
Jazz
doing a
fingers.
sort of like a like moving our hands forward and be like woo spooky and like moving our fingers, you know.
You know, we only
It's
have
a
2 more days
goal.
to
You know, I've got to say, like, this film.
summer vacation.
God damn it!
Oh. All right, Kingdom Hearts devs, take note of that. Did not even call your game a game. Wow.
Okay, next time on. Shall we?
I don't
we-
even. We'll give it a couple.
It's still a cutscene.
This is another 20-minute episode.
It's so long.
I know.
Ah.
It's so funny because the rest of the game is not.
I've been
this.
holding in something to say, and I'm gradually forgetting what. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh wait, no, it's coming back now.
Okay.
Not if you explode from all that.
I'm like stacking different ideas. Like, okay, when this is over, I have to say this, and then I have to say this, and I have to say this. But what if like Justin has to say some stuff as well? We don't have time.
Yeah,
and then, Well, what
Well,
if
it's good once like gameplay actually starts.
What if we go on like a tangent to something completely different, and then there's no way to lead back into it? Atmosphere time.
Yeah.
Why did you show him the train? Because he missed the trip to the beach. That's almost kind of you.
Almost.
No. What about you? Are the holes in your memory starting to fill in?
Yes. The haze is clearing.
The same thing is happening to everyone who had ties to Sora. Very soon, to them, he'd be like a good friend who's gone away for a year.
I've waited, and now I want to know. What is it that you want?
Revenge.
That glowy red eye.
Now for the finishing touches. First, we must dispose of Namine. She did a splendid job with Sora, but it's high time she disappeared. Roxas isn't the only one who was never meant to exist. Take care of it, Ansem.
There's things I want to say, but I can't.
Oh,
we're
getting
so
close.
All right.
So we should be next timing it.
Yeah, I think it'll be getting the last memories.
Is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right? But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place, and to us?
All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true! The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Kingdom Hearts! Fill me with the power of darkness!
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light!
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good.
Whoa.
Take care of her. So,
Mickey.
basically, Mickey
my
and
God.
Riku are on the other side of the door, and in order to save the worlds from Heartless, oh wait, let's let this happen.
The graphics
Kyrie.
improved.
Remember what you said before? I'm always with you too. I'll come back to you. I promise.
I know you will.
I cried the first time I saw that cutscene.
Oh.
In context, of course. Oh, and here's the beginning of Chain of Memories.
We've got to find Riku and King Mickey.
So yeah, what happened
Where do
to
we
Riku
start
and-
looking for that there
Riku and King Mickey.
Seeing Donald and Goofy in their actual normal clothes is the weirdest.
I know.
In this game.
I know.
Because, like, that never happens.
I know. Ever.
Let's go.
Even in Kingdom Hearts 1, when they're in their own world, they have like
Yeah, they appear-
different styled
Yeah.
like Kingdom Hearts clothes. It's like a different outfit. I actually really like Goofy's outfit because he's like the captain of the knights, so he's got like a knight visor and like it's really really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Castle Oblivion. So what happened to Riku and Mickey? I'll get through this. In order to close Kingdom Hearts, which was at that time the door to the Dark Realm, Mickey and Riku had to be on the other side so that it could be locked from both sides.
Been to see him.
So Sora basically locked Riku
He looks
and
a lot like you.
Mickey inside the realm of darkness.
Who are you?
And so now we know. Remember that we had that cutscene in the beginning? The person whose voice we couldn't hear, that was Roxas.
This is like a class, dude.
I
You're
know.
like tutoring me or something.
I know. Oh! Okay. This is an awesome cutscene.
Oh, boy.
I think. Yes.
Wait, is this still the same episode?
Yep, I guess it is.
Oh, God.
And realize there's gonna be so much cutscene.
What is this, Batman?
Riku
That's
and Roxas are gonna fight.
Sick blade.
Yeah. Snag.
Take your sword.
Ah!
Let's duel!
Oh, okay. See you later.
No, bye. Yeah, no thanks.
So someone on YouTube made a made a
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
a music video.
Shut up.
AMV.
Yes, an AMV of Kingdom Hearts of mostly the scenes that take place. There's like cutscenes of that event
Yeah.
and spread out
Yeah.
that show a lot of it,
Yeah.
and they put it all together and put Evanescence Bring Me to Life to it. And
Yeah.
it's so epic. It is like, because it starts with like Roxas like walking by himself in the rain, and like the song sort of starts slowly with piano, and it's like, and then the electric guitars come in and they start fighting. You're like, ah! That like blew my 12-year-old mind. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
6th day. Got it. End it.
6th day. Well, next time on Man Cave Arcade, it'll be the last day.
Oh.
Dip.
Okay.
I need a snack, man.